Hey everyone, Spinz here. I am back. How you guys doing? You guys doing good? Where have I been? Well, that's a long story. After Christmas, I took a bit of a hiatus. I actually finished one of my whips that I'd been working on for 2 years shortly after Christmas. And then I haven't diamond painted since. I'll be completely honest. Actually, no, I take that back. I did one other whip. For those that don't know, whip is work in progress. And I had one that I had started around the same time that I did Starry Night. Um, and so I finished Starry Night, and then I worked on Plumeria. And once I was done with those, I have taken a break from diamond painting. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but when I was doing my countdown to Christmas, I had decided that maybe I was going to take a different approach to my crafting channel. And I decided that I was going to incorporate other things besides diamond painting. I'm still going to do diamond painting. In fact, I think I'm going to do a whip and chat with diamond painting or coloring. I haven't decided which one. Here soon, might be next week. Let's kind of give you guys an idea of what's been going on. Where have I been? What's the deal? And kind of give you an idea of like what's been going on for like the last year of my life, because I've been working a lot on that. But anyway, I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of like what I have been working on. Let's stop talking about what I haven't been working on. Let's talk about what I have been working on. So, a friend of mine had suggested that I get a Wreck This journal. Now, I am super late to this. Super late. I looked, and I think inside the book it says that the first book was produced like over 10 years ago. Well over 10 years ago. Where have I been? I think I knew about Wreck This Journal, but I wasn't interested in it, and I don't know why. And it might have been just because I do have kind of a fear of drawing and things like that. And I guess I didn't realize what this was actually about. So yeah, I thought maybe if y'all were interested, I'd give you guys kind of an idea of like what I've been working on. So I thought we could go through this and kind of ease my way into what the next project is going to be. And hopefully you guys will be supportive and enjoy the next chapter of my channel. And I'm gonna get better at doing like playlists. So I still will do diamond paintings. I'm gonna probably do some more smaller ones, like paint gem, and there's a couple of snack size kits from Enablers Outpost that I want to do. And I have so many large diamond paintings, y'all. I think what I'm gonna also do at one point is do like let's see what Spinz has collected over the last 5 years. Because it's a lot. I am a collector of artsy fartsy stuff. I'm not necessarily a doer of all artsy fartsy stuff. So, I'm gonna have to do it in separate videos as to get through everything that I own. I am in a 1-bedroom apartment, by the way. How I have space for any of this, I will never understand. I have redone my area for diamond painting so much. So many times, and I think I finally have a good configuration. However, that also means that I need to stop buying, which I have been successful somewhat this year at not always buying more. that may I need to go through. I need to like do them before I can buy more. And so yeah, I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. And I commend those. I think there was a YouTuber that literally did like a no buy for, was it for a full year? Or maybe it was like 2 years. I don't remember, but I know that they did a no buy until they got through their stash. And I thought that was brilliant. I don't have that kind of self control. I'm just going to say that right there. And so I do not have, yeah, I'm just, that's not me. So I don't even, I think the first one that I was like, I'm going to not buy diamond paintings in 2025. The first one I bought was February. Really? February? I didn't even last the first 2 months. Yeah. So I just decided that was too big of and too unrealistic of a goal for me. So I'm just kind of not making it a priority. If I find a specific one that I really like, I'll grab it. But and there's specific series like what am I looking for? Like there is the Sailor Scouts by Roy Trin with Diamond Art Club. That I want to keep collecting. I want them all. They are gorgeous. They're like sailor goddesses. It's fantastic. He has done a grand job with those. So that I am collecting. And but anyway, I do think one of my other videos is going to be showing you what all I have. And maybe that'll get me going on, you know, picking it back up and actually getting through it and doing more whip and chats. And yeah, so but until then I have decided to go a different route and do a little bit more stuff on the artsy side, and I'm kind of hoping you'll come along with me. So I thought I'd show you my Wreck This journal. It's pretty much done. There's still a couple of pages I'm trying to do. And I have no end date on it. I just want to get through, you know, I just do it as I feel like it. So let's see what I've done. Okay, I have these, like, you can't see them, they're just off camera, but there's like these bolts on my table and they stick out and they're driving me crazy. So I'm trying to not hit them as I turn the pages. So I didn't do anything with these pages. I probably should have, but I didn't. I might at some point. But okay. That is probably the only page that has the correct number on it. I'll be honest. Because I kept messing up and apparently I don't know how to count. So eventually I'll go back and renumber things, but the numbering on any of these pages is probably not correct. Because I would do the activity like on this side, but I numbered it over here, and so I want to put the number over here on this page. And yeah, I numbered it completely wrong. It's kind of funny. So the first thing was to crack the spine. I didn't do half bad on cracking the spine, but I also don't think I did really good because I'm probably like a lot of other book lovers, I felt icky cracking the spine of a book. So I did what I could. I'm also not super strong. So I probably didn't do it. I probably could have run it over with my chair, to be honest, and actually broke the spine. but I didn't. And then I just drew these little doodles of like a broken mug, a broken heart, cracks in the house. Yeah, cracks in the heart. And then this was supposed to be a lightning bolt. I don't know if that actually comes through, but... And then we've got color this page red on purpose. Yeah, I had to add the googly eyes. I love googly eyes. Yeah, this was really fun. This page isn't much. The Carnation Breakfast Essentials drink is the only thing that showed up. So this is pour, spill, drip, fling different drinks, colored drinks here. So my Gatorade didn't show up, and neither did my Ocean Spray juice. They didn't show up on those. Yeah, kind of disappointed. Poke holes, and then I put like paper. I don't know why I didn't just do one whole like paper on the back. Whatever. Fat lines and thin lines. I love flowers, and so I just did like doodled flowers. This is when I got really fun. I really had a good time in this. So I started integrating paint into my book. And so I did a handprint, because this page is for handprints and fingerprints. Get them dirty, then press them down. I wasn't going to get them dirty with like mud or anything. So these are my fingerprints, and this is my handprint. And that was really fun. Messy, but fun. Told you I like googly eyes, guys. So I colored it in rainbows, drew rainbows, and gave them all eyes. I had a lot of fun with that. This one was super fun. So basically what I did was I took cotton balls, I doused them in paint, and I dropped them on the target. And some of them made it on the target, some of them did not. But it made a really cool looking page. I really liked it. This one says press leaves and other found things, and I just decided to doodle some things that I found outside rather than glue dead plants into my book. Do some rubbings. Oh, there is another page. There is another page of buttons that ripped out, and so I will have to show you guys that in the next video. But I took that and I like did the rubbings over the buttons, so that's why it's all like round objects and stuff. Scribble wildly and violently with reckless abandon. And so I did that with a little like bear / cat / I don't know in the middle. Tear strips of color. And I didn't want to do them in a plaid like pattern or whatever. I just decided to just make a little star or something. Document the colors of your dinner. So I had pasta with cream of mushroom and cream of chicken. And so that was like basically what it looks like. So yeah. This one I haven't finished yet. I'm going to put like the little packet that your like gum comes in, like the 5 gum. I'm going to like glue that once I'm done finishing the gum, and glue that in here. And yeah. Mixed so many colors they turn to mud. So these are the colors that I mixed, and I had too much purple because that's why it looks so purple instead of muddy. But whatever. Crumple this page. I haven't made the paper airplane yet. This one was wrap something with this page, and so can you guess what's in here? Googly eyes. I did not want to lick the page, so basically I just drew a tongue of what my tongue would look like if I had the Fun Dip, the green apple, I think, Fun Dip, and that's pretty much what it looks like, so yeah. Write some thoughts, cover these thoughts up with color of your choice. And I wrote statements, and I don't remember what these statements were. They might have been negative statements, I'm not sure. Then I decided to cover them up, so it really doesn't matter what they are. They don't exist anymore. I have not tied a string yet to the spine of the book, and I am not going to swing it wildly because tying is not my strong suit, and it's gonna like damage my apartment. I do have a picture that I'm going to put here. Pick up the journal without using your hands. I actually have a picture of Rizzo, my service dog, picking up the book with her mouth. So, yeah. Climb up high and drop the book. I decided to just draw somebody on a ladder and dropping the book down. Decided to draw some. This one says compost this page, watch it deteriorate. I don't have a yard to do so, so I just decided to draw some mushrooms. Do a really ugly drawing. Use ugly subject matter, gum, poo, dead things, a badly drawn bird, mold, barf, crud. So, poop emoji, sick emoji, and my drawing of a bird. Place sticky things here. So I just decided to draw sticky things. So these are all the, and that one actually is included in it. These are the stripes gum. I think it came out in the 90s, maybe before then, but I remember it in the 90s. I don't even know if it still exists. But that was the first thing I thought of. And then honey is very sticky. And caramel apple suckers. Do y'all still eat those? I know I do. When Halloween comes around, I make sure I get a pack of those just for myself. Pretend you're doodling on the back of an envelope while on the phone. So, yep, I did that. Okay, so I tried journal golf. So basically you're supposed to crumple up. So I crumpled up like this piece of this part of the prompt. I crumpled up that paper. And then I probably should have done this like when I first started the journal, because I tried to put it up into a tent like it says here, and it kept like falling and like not standing up right because it was so thick with paint and stuff. So I didn't quite exactly get that one done. This one is make a paper chain. I did that. This one is collect fruit stickers here. I did a couple of those. Shows how often I get like bananas. And then I decided to cover this page using only office supplies. So here's a small little thing of colored pencils. And then these are all Post-it notes. And I made it into a face. This is a really bad drawing. This is not the vision I had. I really wish my visions would come out in my hands and onto the paper. But they don't. A lot of the time they don't. So it's supposed to be bring this book into the shower with you, and I decided to draw like the Wreck This Journal laying in a bathtub and with colorful water, pouring on him. It doesn't look like that. I don't know what it looks like, but it doesn't look like that to me. Rub here with dirt. I didn't do that because I don't like working with dirt. No, thank you. Test page. These are Crayola markers, I believe. And you can see the paint from the next one, and I'm excited to show you guys that one. So that is drip something here. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake you. I used alcohol ink. And I just dripped those and then closed the book, and yep, that's what I did. So this page with colorful thread or string, I just decided to draw like a quilt like thing and glue it in the book. I think it looks cute. I did a lot of like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna switch it up. I'll glue a random page from a newspaper here, add color to it. So there was an article about an open house that I was at, and so I did that and highlighted some important things from the article. A place for your grocery list. I should really add color to this because this is really boring. But this is like a short list of my Walmart order. So, cut up tiny bits and glue them here. So I took some scrapbook paper, and there was a lot of butterflies on this one, and so I just cut up the butterflies and glued them on. Trace things in your bag or pockets. Let the lines overlap. So I had a fidget controller, chapstick, there was a book in my bag, there was my wallet. My wallet's a lot bigger than I thought. And a Butterfinger, another candy thing, and a name tag. Collect the colors you like here. So I wrote down, I use my Ohuhu markers. I am in love with my Ohuhu markers. So I wrote down which ones I used, but yeah, these are like some of the favorite like shades of colors that I like. Scribble wildly using only borrowed pens. Now, I really did not want to ask people to borrow their pen and scribble wildly. So what I did was I just used a bunch of my favorite, what are they called? They're gel pens, but they're Uniball Signal, I believe. And I just did that and just did a bunch of scribbles, and yeah. Cut strips, dip them in color, glue them back, and glue them back in. So these are actually pages from the back of the book. So yeah. Page of good thoughts. I had a bunch of these like encouraging sayings. We've got do something today that your future self will thank you for. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Be the reason someone smiles today. Kind of sounds like a little bit of what I say at the end of my videos, don't you think? Imagination rules the world. Blessed. Be happy. Don't give up. We can do hard things. Never stop looking up. You are my sunshine. I love that song. I am an amazing human being, and don't I forget it. I need to remind myself of that. You can't see this one. Start your morning with a smile. Your feelings are valid. I need to remember that. Self-love is the best love. And I truly believe that. Make prints using whatever you have on hand. Dip things in paint and use as an ink pad. So basically what I did, I think I had some like caps. I think I had like a spaghetti jar cap and maybe some like drink caps or whatever. And I just, dipped them in paint and made all these circles. Ask a friend to do something destructive in this book. Don't look. And I haven't done that yet, so that is still on my to-do list. Let the colors run. I basically just dripped paint, acrylic paint. Glue random items here. I don't know that I'm gonna do that one. Tear this page out. No, thank you. It says put it through the wash, stick it back in. Now, if I had my own washer, maybe I would, but I don't want to like have little bits and pieces of paper stuck in the washer that doesn't belong to me. Infuse this page with a smell of your choosing. this is what I infused it with, and then I decided to draw or to paint the bottle. Color outside the lines. So I literally just colored outside the circle. Close your eyes and connect the dots from memory. I didn't quite make it to the dot on this one. This one I did pretty okay. I almost missed the dot on that one. Collect your laundry lint. It does say pocket lint, but I whited that out and did laundry lint. This is, why does this look like dog hair? Because this is what's in my laundry trap when I do laundry. My lint trap, excuse me. It is mainly dog hair and then a little bit of lint. And then I rolled a dice to find out what color I was going to be using, and they only did 4, so I added 2 more. I added green for number 5 and purple for number 6, and I ended up rolling a 6. So it's a few shades of different purples. Make drips. Acrylic paint again. I'm not doing this page. Draw with scissors, so I just made little swirly stuff with scissors and glued them in. It's another one I'm skipping for now. This says resist. Draw with a crayon, paint over the top. So this is what I did underneath. And basically what I did when I did that, I decided to put black over it, and then I'm gonna take like a sharp thing and see if I can make scratch art from it. So hopefully that'll work. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll video that someday. I'm not sure. Draw lines using abnormal things. Abnormal writing utensils dipped in ink or paint. So what I used was a bottle opener, a cork, like a wine cork, and a knife. A plastic knife, I believe. And this is what I came up with. Punch this page. So this is a big picture or a print of my knuckles. my fingers and my knuckles. My knuckles are up here, obviously. So, yeah. Create a color explosion. So again, I used scrapbook paper, and punched hole, took a paper punch and yeah, just glued those on. I really like the different patterns that I have. They're really pretty. Find a way to wear this journal. So I'm gonna post another picture here, glue another picture here of me. I actually what I did was I took my acrylic paint markers and I kind of drew up a picture of the journal on my arm, and I took a picture of it, so that'll go there. This page is a sign. What do you want it to say? And I said, be the reason someone believes there's good in this world. Where have you all heard that before? Create a nonstop line. Yeah, I went a little cuckoo. I did, it did obviously stop when I changed colors, but I did a nonstop line with each color, so. Okay, so this one. Wasn't sure if I was going to share this one or not, but I already kind of sort of did. I didn't realize it was coming up now. Space for negative thoughts. Don't come at me in the comments, please. These are things that I have thought of myself throughout the years. I know that they are not true, so please do not come at me. But yeah, I put a lot of things that I used to believe in that were like the messages I'd give myself. but it was supposed to be for negative comments. These are negative comments, so I did the prompt. Don't come at me. Make smudges of colors, rub your fingers and add water. I didn't add the water, but these are oil pastels, and I did this gradient. A page for 4-letter words. Appropriate 4-letter words, just so you know. And so you can kind of read them for yourself. I did love on one side and hate on the other, because they cannot share the same page. And yeah, I think I did pretty good. Cut random colors out of some magazine and glue them here. I basically took, so this is my, so I put a, oh, what's it called? A thicker paper, I don't remember what it's called now, behind my coloring books, or, you know, books that I'm working on with my Ohuhu markers, because they bleed. And this was the outcome, and I just decided to cut one of the pages up because I thought they looked cool. Write with the pen in your mouth. So this is what I came up with. And then I wrote my name, Spinz. Give away your favorite page, and I said, nope, not doing it. Cut strips, do a weaving. So this was my best effort at that. Next one says document time passing. I have not done that one yet. Work only with colors you hate. I'm not a big fan of like dull muted colors, so. Hide a secret message somewhere in this book. I haven't done that one yet. Sleep with the journal and describe your experience. I haven't done that one yet. Close the journal, scribble something on the edges. I did do that. I wrote Matthew 6 verses 25 through, what is it, 34? Yeah, 34. And then here I just wrote what that scripture is. Stain log. I didn't do that. Don't really have a desire to do that. Figure a way to attach these pages together. I'm probably just going to glue them together. All right, now we're coming on one of my favorite pages. I think it says splatter, and then it says yes you can. And so I just took some acrylic paint and decided to just have some fun and throw it at the page. And then a lot of it went to the spine. And so now the spine is kind of sort of glued together. You can see where the page is like ripped from where I tried to open it a little bit too much. Oops, that was my bad. Collect dead bugs here. Again, I don't want dead things in my book. So I just decided to do a bunch of ladybugs. Float this page. I just decided to do a little small boat. Figure out a way to freeze this page. I just did some icicles. Hide this page in your neighbor's yard. Not doing that. I don't have a neighbor in an apartment that has a yard. Roll the journal down a large hill. So I do have an idea of what I'm going to do for that page. I just haven't done it yet. Turn the book into a shoe. I haven't done that yet. I'm not doing this one. Slide the journal down this page face down a long hallway. Not interested in that. Smush something colorful onto this page. So I basically took a sponge, like a square sponge, and did different colors and smushed them together. I also took my alcohol inks and did this page. This was squirt liquid here, and I did. The bottles, I just squirted the liquid on it. Cover this page with tape. Create some kind of pattern. So I just took my my Christmas washi tape, which isn't as good as it doesn't stick as well as I thought it would. Fold this page several times. Make cuts with scissors. unfold. So this is what I did. So, and then this one I'm currently working on. Add a new color to this page every day for a month. I'm not sure what today's date is. I think it's the 26th. I definitely haven't done it today. So I think I am caught up finally. But yeah, I'm just drawing little smiley faces with my Artex acrylic markers. I am in love with those. Cut slits. I did. You just can't tell. Fill in these shapes with colors. And then it says, if it looks too pretty, please destroy. So I didn't think it looked too pretty. Write a list of more ways to wreck this journal. I don't know. I really don't. So yeah. So that is my wreck this journal. Now I am a firm believer in only doing 30-minute videos. It is now 36 minutes. And so I am going to end this here. Come back for my next video where I introduce my newest book that I am working in. I am sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I will talk to you guys later. Now remember, be the reason someone believes there's good in this world. Talk to you later. Bye.